Welcome to the Isekast. We are fighting dreamers.
Can't be the intro.
That's the intro.
That's the intro.
But we didn't even talk
no,
about
we're
it.
mocking no daydreamers.
All right.
We didn't read Mockin' No Daydreamers.
We didn't.
We're mocking no daydreamers, and we read Tanaka the Wizard.
Yeah. We actually read Tanaka Nenrei equal Kanjo Inarike no Mahai Tsukai the comic, or the much easier to read English translation Tanaka the Wizard.
Hey,
Jesus Christ.
So Tanaka was bad.
Yeah, it's real bad.
You guys
I
want
just
to?
read it. I just read the whole thing on my phone right before we recorded this.
You guys want to hear about the author's name?
Do it.
It's for the story. It's Bunko Oli.
Wait,
You can't have L's.
Wait. that says Bunko Lolly.
Oh yeah. Bunko
Bunker
Lolly.
lolly? Bunker lolly, dude.
He's
And
into Shota.
So as is tradition with isekai, the fucking author has a crazy ass name, and then the artist either has like a completely normal name or like a completely normal alias, like our main man Roga. God be his soul.
Okay. Give me the
Rest in
name.
peace,
Give me the
Roga.
name. I'm searching for the porn.
Tokita Monta.
It sounds like a chip brand.
Right?
Monta hentai.
Ay.
The serialization is Comic Ride, which has only done like a total of 4 other manga, and I have never heard of any of them.
Comic Ride.
Yeah.
Very creative name.
By the way, most of
In hentai.net, artist Tokita Monta.
We got
all right,
him.
as is our new segment, we're now doing the hey, is it a hentai artist segment?
He has a lot of can coal. He has some Grand Blue.
Of course he
There's
has a lot of
Persona
can
4.
coal.
4. But he did the bad one from Persona 4.
What else? I don't know what that is. There's
That's Madoka.
Madoka.
Yeah, got some Madoka in there.
There you go. Love Plus as well.
No, with Madoka in there, that just means he's practiced at lollies.
The
Yeah.
only translated one is from the lolly show Roku Boo.
I've seen that.
All right.
Not proud of it, but
Should we start on story?
no, because there's none.
Do it. Do it.
You do it.
He got isekai.
Uh,
Plot twist. He got isekai.
Plot twist.
I finally found the plot twist.
oh, there it is.
It's just they always get isekai.
There
That's
it
the
is.
plot twist.
the plot twist. Isekai. Okay. Main character is an older guy. He gets isekai'd.
He's 36.
36.
How old? Oh God, how old
he said
is he?
36.
He's 36.
Yeah. Oh God.
Oh God.
He's old.
So
He's
he's
older
almo-
than my dad.
He's almost 40.
he gets isekai'd, and God's like, okay, what do you want your isekai ability to be? And then he's like, wait, what? Can I stay young and be cool and popular and not a virgin? And then God's like, that's lame. Here's magic. And then he gets isekai'd, and he just wakes up in prison.
You may think that he's underplaying this severely. He's not. God honestly just said, "Hey, that's dumb. I'm gonna give
He
you."
said,
some
well, there's a
sweet
lot
healing."
of other cool cheat abilities. I don't think you should really have that here. Just be really good at magic. Life will be on easy mode.
Yeah. So then he reincarnates, and he's in a prison, and they're like, he's like, hey, why am I in prison? This is a misunderstanding. And they're like, no, you were naked in public, dumbass. Of course you're in prison. So he just got reincarnated in public naked.
That's that.
Then he is very stupidly, the male prisoner is kept with a female knight that is also a prisoner.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing's gonna happen there.
Yep. Nothing.
Nothing
Nothing is good. Nothing ever happens in prison, especially between cellmates.
Yeah, nothing. So there's a bunch of women in the prison. One girl has her hand smashed up.
I thought that was a guy.
That was a girl.
No,
But they literally said, "What's
massive boob.
Yeah. No. No, the other one, the flat-chested one, that was like the
Oh.
rogue. Because
Oh,
they
yeah,
referred to
yeah.
her as a guy.
No, that's a chick.
Okay.
I don't know. The one that broke him out was a girl.
I swear to God, in
She
the
had
panel, they
boob.
referred to her. It might just be a mistranslation.
Probably.
because they definitely
the
did
translation
draw-
was terrible.
Yeah,
So
it was very bad.
So
Almost as bad as Tanaka's nose, but we'll go over that in a second.
he's
No,
just
but
like
worse
thinking
than his
about how he
mustache?
has healing magic, and he's staring at this woman's thighs, and he's like, "Oh fuck, those are good thighs." Oh no, they have a scar on it. That's like terrible. Who would let this happen? Who would let beautiful thighs be ruined by a scar like that? And he uses his healing magic and he gets rid of the scar and he's like, perfect.
He also just sort of fucks around and heals the arms of every other.
Yeah, while he's
prisoner.
doing that, it heals everyone in the entire prison.
Mm-hmm.
It also makes the girl pee herself.
No, I'm pretty sure she just decides that she's not going to pee in front of him, so she holds it in. And then they have that whole conversation. She's like, hey, holding your pee in is not good. I'll turn the other way. And then while they're having this conversation, she says, no, I'm fine, and then pees herself.
Well, yeah. So
And then-
why do you have to add that?
There's your fetish
that's
stuff.
worthless. That's a worthless scene.
There's your
Yeah.
fetish stuff, though.
Then go to N hentai. Why would you put this in just? This is just a
On the
manga.
bright side, as where they've just kind of like fucked around and drawn everything
This
really
is so-
poorly, whenever a girl comes on screen, he
Nah,
draws them with
nah.
an extreme amount of detail.
Comes on screen.
Yep.
Ba-doom-tsh.
No, this
Uh,
is basically just porn.
Yeah.
But
Basically just porn.
but it's
with
bad.
not enough porn in it.
Yeah, it's like really, really terrible porn.
It's like porn that tries to have a story, and the writer is also
just
used
makes
to
it way
writing porn
worse.
stories.
So, they because everyone's healed, a lady that had her hand smashed earlier is strong, and so she opens the bars up, and she's like, "Hey, we're breaking out. We're getting out of here."
She actually just like opens the gate.
Yeah, because
Really?
she
Yeah.
was like a master rogue or something.
Oh,
actually just,
I thought
like-
she broke the bars open.
No,
No.
she just like moves the door.
She was like a thief.
Oh, then they leave, and he's like, "Well, I guess I'll go be an adventurer, because what else is there to do?"
He's
and then,
like, well, I have to make money in a fantastical way in this fantasy world.
yeah, and so he goes into the adventure guild, and he's like, "Hey, I'd like to be an adventurer." And they're like, "Really? You're like 36."
He's like, wow, at that age, what's your name? He's like, blah, my name's blah blah blah, Japanese things.
My name's
And
Tanaka.
then- and
Tanaka.
And I am 36. And then everybody's like, wow, that's older than my dad.
No,
Oh my dad!
I'm gonna steal him.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna steal all the dads.
As if it
Oh,
were
yeah.
easy.
No, it'll be easy. Trust me.
So
Trust
then
me.
they join, and then he joins it, and then he like walks around for a bit, and then he comes back, and they're like, "Hey, so since you wrote down you're a healer, people want healers. So even though you're an F rank and 36, there's a party requesting you." And he's like,
no, you're completely oversighting
Yeah.
the goblin.
Okay, so he goes out on his first mission, right? And he's looking for an herb, a healing herb, which is even more
It's
ironic.
not even a difficult mission. He just has to scrounge.
and then he finds a goblin. Go into this goblin, Logan.
The goblin is
Just
just
friendly
"Oh
goblin.
yeah, he heals a goblin."
critical without any reason for being critical. I guess he's a goblin. That's the reason he was low on life. And of course, they bring up panel screens, which you don't really see much of ever again, except for when like really big enemies show up, just to show that they have a level and that their power is higher than like Tanaka's or people around him. So the goblin's like, I don't know, it's like level 5 on 1 HP, and he's like, this is how I'm gonna die. To just a raggy gay man with a bad
"Oh,
mustache.
raggy gay.
And he's like, I'm gonna heal him. It's
Oh,
like,
I'm gonna heal him, poor guy.
it's like,
and
hey,
he
can you show
heals
me
the
where
goblin.
Can you show me where some herbs are?
Hey, yeah. Instead of fighting, he's like, in exchange for like me healing that, can you just like show me where I need to find this shit? And he's like,
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
he
And then
goes
the
and
goblin
finds
just gives the
shit.
herb for him anyways while he's bathing. And
Yeah.
the goblin's just like, hey, I got this for you. And he's like, I don't know why you did that, but thanks. And then he brings it back to the town. They never revisit it. The goblin was just
Yeah.
stupid nice.
And then
He
then
gets
the adventure
paid
thing.
a mountain of gold for finding one 4-leafed clover. And then he goes on a shopping spree and he's like, now that I'm rich, I'm like, why? You did a normal mission
gear.
for an F-ranked adventurer and now you are just loaded. That's
Yeah.
not how it works.
He also bought overalls. He bought combat overalls. That's his
Dude.
armor of choice.
Yes, he was like, now with this master armor, and it's just overalls
Yeah, it's literally
and weird
just overalls.
pants.
So then
They are literally terrible at character design. I
Yeah.
cannot tell you how poorly Tanaka is always drawn. How like his clothing options, his like weapon options, the way he deals with things, they just all are very poorly designed. And I mean, I'm not saying isekai like Smartphone are good for trying to do like make their characters look way too individualistic, like just giving them a completely white cloak or jacket.
Oh God.
But like
Oh no.
something that doesn't look garbage, like overalls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like for example,
Wait. Is there an isekai where the main character like looks good?
that's a good question. I know there's a bunch of isekai that try and make their main characters look good.
Like,
I think Tanaka's doing the opposite, where they're trying to make him look bad.
I really can't.
Because that's the only way I can parse it. That's the only way he can be this bad.
He has a pretty strong character design.
Yeah.
Cosmo.
Right, but like, I mean, like, do they ever like make the guy like look like a cool badass? Because they never.
Okay, yes, but only for a little bit. And it was in the Lost episode. Sorry to bring it up. But the Lost episode, before he gets too edgy with the eye patch and the creation magic,
Roga,
before
God
all
rest his
that,
soul.
but also after his hair turned white and he's like crawling with one arm and he has the sling and he just has meat in like a bed sheet around.
That did look good.
That looked good for like 2 chapters.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Roga.
Rest in peace, Roga.
Love you, Roga. Miss you.
Like,
I read all of his porn the other day.
I gotta do that.
His echoes.
Like,
Oh, I'm bringing me to tears.
okay, but like I'm trying to think of like the strongest main character design from an isekai I can think of. Honestly, and now don't be shocked when I say this.
I'm gonna be shocked. I'm gonna be very shocked.
The best one I can think of among generic isekai characters is fucking Kirito.
Nope. I still disagree. Like, not even just out of blind hatred. Like, I still don't understand that.
He's got no color scheme whatsoever.
Yeah.
He just wears black clothing.
Right. He's grayscale. His face has no defining features.
I'm not saying it's good. I'm saying it's better than average.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
And it's below average.
It is the exact average, in my opinion.
You think it's the exact average?
Yes.
I think it's below.
It can be worse than that, but it's normally better. It's like it's...
Among shitty Issa boys, I can't think of people who have, like, costumes that look good at all. And I don't like the Kirito costume at all. But I think that it looks better than the average a cape. Because out of everything I've read,
Overlord.
99% of the
Overlord.
time... Overlord. You're right, Overlord.
Overlord has a better one, yeah.
Overlord,
it's still
I
way
actually
too much.
Yeah, it's
like
still,
that a lot more.
Honestly, their character designs on their supporting cast are better than its protagonist, but
that's
like that
true.
still counts as character design.
Yeah. As you can tell, we're talking about anything but Tanaka because there's very little to talk
There's
about.
very
with
little
Tanaka.
to talk about. It's very bad.
All
he does is draw really squishy looking girls that look like they're in a bad hentai, like a video. It doesn't look like hentai manga at all. It looks like he's trying to draw a hentai like
I literally
videos, but
got
in picture
hungry
form. It's
for
terrible.
marshmallows reading this fucking
I hate
squishy girl
marshmallows.
anime manga. It is not anime. For the love of God, don't make this an
I
anime.
hate marshmallows.
Why do you hate marshmallows?
They're too sugary.
Yeah.
Like, maybe little marshmallows, like from cereal.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about marshmallows a little bit more.
All right. Oh, okay. So in Spanish class, right? You have to come up with a Spanish nickname for yourself.
Yeah.
Did you name yourself
My-
Marshmallow?
I did. My name was Malvavisco. And that means marshmallow in Spanish, and nobody called it. me.
My name is El Tigre Tina.
That was a good reference.
Yeah.
Just kidding. It was kind of forced, but
Yeah, it was
I
pretty
appreciated it.
Yeah. Not many people are going to get that, or maybe a lot of people. I don't know the popularity of it.
My name in Spanish was
our
Pollo.
fan base. Pollo?
Loco?
Nope, just Pollo.
Huh. Weird.
I wanted it to be Pollo de.
Doesn't that mean chicken?
Yes, pollo means chicken.
So I was trying to reference a video from Sanity Not Included.
Oh, really?
Oh, God.
You were trying to reference that, not the fact that you just subsist on chicken.
That I should have been referencing that, but I was trying
We just
to,
bought chicken.
along with a friend of mine.
There's KFC on the table.
I was gonna name myself Pollo Rey to be Chicken King, and then he was gonna be Dog because there is a Fable 3 skit in Sanity Not Included Season 2, in which the Chicken King costume is chasing a man in the dog costume.
All right. I think
That was a really good marshmallow conversation.
I think it,
I think it's time to reel it back.
I think it's a good time to talk about rape.
Yeah.
What? There's no rape in Tanaka?
What?
No.
There's rape in Tanaka.
Are you sure you read it?
Oh, yeah, during the orc.
That's literally their first mission. Let's go into their first mission because we're there.
Yeah, so he, because he's a healer, a party requests him to be there. And he's like, okay, I'll join the party. And it's a guy named Axel and these 2 girls.
Oh, God, I forgot his name was Axel.
Yeah. They go to bed in an inn, and then Tanaka is kept up by the sound of Axel and the 2 girls fucking constantly.
Yeah.
And he's like, this is a little too much stimulation. And he goes somewhere else.
And drinks. He
drinks.
He goes somewhere else and drinks.
Yeah.
Then orcs attack the town, and they get raping.
Yep.
They get raping.
Oh, I did appreciate how this manga wasn't really afraid to show, like, nudity.
Yeah.
Because, like, it's annoying when it's either, like, when they, like, try to show it, but they're still trying to censor it.
There's always a piece of
There's one
cloth.
ribbon covering both the vagoo and both nipples. That's the most annoying thing.
Can I just say one thing? I don't think, like, I appreciate it as well because it's realistic in a sense. But
yes. I didn't like it.
It was super cartoony.
Oh, yeah.
Every single time. Like, they showed, like, women getting raped and, like, their tours clone off in this orc scene.
There's tours
clone off.
Chris is calling me, you bitch.
All right. Hey, everybody.
No, we're answering it on the podcast.
New segment.
Hey, Chris, you're on the podcast. What the fuck do you want?
Oh, my God. This is our first caller in.
Yeah. Hold on. Putting you on speaker. No, we're in the middle of a podcast.
When are you gonna be done?
I don't know, like an hour. Right? Hopefully not, though. We have shit to talk about on this one.
Chris, say something about Tanaka the Wizard.
What the fuck?
That's exactly the right thing to ask.
Oh my God. Okay, alright, so I just wanted to know if you guys wanted to come hang out.
We hung up on him. We hung up in the middle of him talking.
You know, if you'd done that to somebody else, they might devote their existence to exacting revenge.
Okay, the orcs come in, and they fight him, and they rape.
And it's really cartoony.
Yeah, it's really cartoony. And then Tanaka does a magic.
Just aspire to be one of the orcs, though. You know, they just like rape, kill, pillage, and just make a fun living. You know,
that's literally what Tanaka thinks.
Yeah, I know.
Exact moment.
That was what I was. Oh.
I know you were referencing it, but like,
is lost.
I just wanted to say. It's so cartoony. Like, obviously, the women aren't liking the rape scene, but it's also like the orcs are super round. Their character design, for example, isn't jagged or muscular.
He's pretty good at drawing them, but they're not. It's not a good design.
They're round, and it's like, oh, so the big babies are raping women.
Big baby rape.
Big baby rape.
Big baby rape. Oh, that might have to be in the title.
That might have to be the title. Big baby rape.
We've had something mildly offensive in every either thumbnail or title. No, not title. We've had the titles pretty clean.
Okay, so the actual reason Chris was calling is he wants to play D&D again.
Why? Nobody's leveled up their characters.
He says, we have Braxton.
He's trying to buy it. He's trying to buy us with Braxton.
Yeah, I'm not prepared. I'm not doing D&D again. This isn't the Goblin Slayer episode. That's next week.
Yeah, we'll talk about D&D next week.
Tune in next week
for Goblin Slayer, a good manga.
Goblin Slayer is D&D.
I know.
Explicitly takes place in D&D.
By the way, I also have notes prep for Goblin Slayer if we ever want to like talk about that.
Here, nice. Do you have any bullet points for Tanaka on your notes that we
Yes, I do.
About?
Why overalls? Why is he so rapey? That pertains to this.
Why is he rapey? He's a 36-year-old Japanese man. Move on.
Okay, let's end the episode right here. He's a 36-year-old Japanese man. That's why he's rapey.
It's only been 19 minutes.
It's fine. It's fine. That's the exact end.
Wait,
nope.
No,
okay.
No, we're not actually done. Don't
worry. Wait. All right, welcome back. Why did this manga have the idea to...
What was that for? Are we
have an
something?
old protagonist, but not break any other conventions? So, like...
Oh, right.
It follows a standard isekai plotline, but it has an old protagonist. And that's
right.
the biggest
I remember because we were talking quite a bit. I had really high hopes for Tanaka because I really, really like the idea of the protagonist not being a teenager.
I do too, actually.
And it was bad.
It's more realistic because fucking teenagers don't die.
They also make
all
up a
the
very
time.
small portion of the entire population.
Yeah.
And like,
why can't it just be like an old man dying of like cancer?
right?
He gets reincarnated as why can't they just do Inuyashiki, but it's an isekai?
So the only example
and better
I have,
than all isekais, and also better than that.
Hey, regardless of what Crunchyroll says this year, Inuyashiki probably best anime of the year. Probably.
all of it.
Yeah.
You guys didn't watch all of it?
No. I read the manga.
I've been watching surprisingly little anime, and I've been intaking even more manga.
Me too, actually.
There
hasn't been many good anime.
No,
the last anime I've watched was Overlord.
Yeah.
And we're watching that.
We're only watching that in the context of D&D, though.
We gotta do an episode on that.
We do have to do an episode
after Goblin
on
Slayer. Tune in.
You guys want to do it after Goblin Slayer? It might be a good segue because it also does kind of follow the rules of D&D.
It might be good, yeah. But like, what if we?
No, we'll just go on a D&D tangent on the fucking Isekai podcast.
No, eventually our fucking podcast is just gonna turn into Pathfinder or D&D lore. That's what this is gonna be.
I'm totally okay with, and I know that some of our very specific viewers
we're gonna
would also be very okay with.
We're just gonna keep it called the Isekast for no fucking reason. Okay.
It becomes a Pathfinder actual play where we all have isekai characters.
Yes, 2 people play at a time. We keep doing one-shots every episode. That's a different isekai with a different cheat ability.
My last bullet point is Tanaka is literal paper, and I'm referring to the fact that he is just a blank character, pretty much.
Yeah, he really has no actual defining features.
You know, like that Taylor Swift song?
Yeah.
It's like that, but with less artistry somehow.
Yeah, your yes and your no, your say and let's go, your in and your clout.
That's Katy Perry.
Yeah, that's Katy Perry, my guy. I'm talking about the Blank Space song, obviously.
Alright, your name. Oh.
Tanaka.
Tanika.
Tanika Isha.
So Tanaka killed some orcs, then he went back, then he went to a bar. At the bar, Noble was hitting on a girl and tried to take her ass, and then he was like, hey I'll beat you up. And then the Noble was like, I'm a magic god. And then he's like, I'll magic you back. And then he burns his spine off.
Yeah, it's actually kind of visceral.
Yeah, it burns his spine off and he fixes it, and he's like, don't.
And
it's the first time.
Don't do it.
Didn't it kind of come out of nowhere, though?
Yeah.
Because they haven't been really visceral. Like, for example, even the orcs seemed cartoony, but this was like, I want to fucking burn your spine off,
Smashed Hand Lady was pretty fucked up.
It wasn't very fucked up.
I found that
it was bandaged. You didn't see anything.
Yeah, it was literally just like a round stump with like lines on it. It didn't even look.
You're right.
This you saw the entire man's back open up.
in the second chapter, there's a full page spread of just a wagon. It's just like a nice like wagon in a street for no reason. It's not related to anything. But the art's really
that's
nice.
so visceral though.
Oh yeah. I'm just saying that's the time when the art was the best. It looked nice. It was nice. There was no context. It was just a fucking cart. But it was drawn really well. And
talk about a segue panel. Get it?
Yeah, that was a really bad joke.
I like it.
So
I like it.
Tanaka killed him, brought him back to life, and then later the Noble was like, "Hey, come to my house," and then
we should hang out.
We should hang out.
We should hang out.
So they begin to hang out, and he's just like, "This is really weird. Why are we hanging out?"
And then the Noble cuts a girl in half.
Cuts a maid's legs off, and he's like, "Hey, can you heal
with his
my
hand?"
maid?
By the way,
yeah.
Might I add, he just cuts it off with his hand. He doesn't cast a magic spell.
Dude, he probably has like 16 mystic levels in karate.
He literally did the thing that fucking Perfect Cell does to Hercule in their fight.
Oh
where
yeah.
He did the
and it cuts her legs off, and she just screams because her legs just fell off. Also a little visceral.
Also, yeah, it's getting visceral for kind of no reason. And also, she reacted in kind of a dumb way. Like, she would have
screamed.
She would have bled out so quickly, and like the pain would literally make her faint, I'd say. But no, she was like, "Oh no, my legs! What happened?"
I'd probably give you like 3 to 4 seconds of consciousness.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not if you're in.
I'm still getting texted. I'm still getting texted about D&D. maybe in a bit. Let me fucking film my podcast.
You should just text him back. Maybe on Thursday next week at around 9 o'clock.
When we normally play.
Yes, when we normally play. That was an in-joke that nobody listening to this besides us would understand. Alright, cool.
Okay, alright. Tanaka heals the girl's legs.
Can we make this podcast episode more or less just about, like... Can we talk about how greedy Chris is in D&D rather than Tanaka the wizard?
No, we gotta save that.
Okay.
That's a full episode.
That's a full episode we gotta talk about there.
Oh god. This podcast is gonna slowly morph into just us talking.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna be like a real quick isekai primer, and then... So Chris was doing this in D&D today.
Unless it's something like Goblin Slayer, where it actually is something to talk about.
We're just gonna keep finding D&D fucking manga so we can keep talking about D&D, because that's all we talk about in general.
Look, this is what happens.
Aside from isekai.
Generally, I'm the one who selects...
Sad
there he is texting me
again! We're never gonna get through Tanaka. This is gonna be a 2-hour episode with all these texts.
The text says, "Whoa there, bud. Heart."
Who said that?
Chris. He's reading Goblin Slayer. We can just roast him on next episode.
We should bring him in.
Oh my god, yeah, we should just bring him in and roast him.
Bring him in.
That'd be funny.
Tune in next week for a roast.
Hopefully.
Yeah, tune in next week for Dick Chapman.
Dick Chapman.
So, Tanaka is doing his thing, and he heals the lady, and then he buys a house because he got a lot of money from the orcs killing them. Oh, now it's you.
Oh boy.
I wonder who it is.
Let's just all take a look at my fucking Common Writer background real quick.
Hey, I wonder if it's Chris texting you about D&D.
No, it's just Braxton texting nigger. Hey, that's a hard ER on our podcast. Congratulations.
Dude, Braxton wanted that.
Watch the G.
Watch the G, dude. That was a really harsh G.
Yeah, that was a really hard G.
You're supposed to say nigger.
Anybody that would be possibly insulted by that, just know that was also a biracial person texting that to me, and I was simply quoting his text.
He's also the most racist person I know.
Yeah.
He says nigger on a daily basis, like at least 100 times a day.
Yeah, that's accurate.
In an offensive manner.
I was driving in a car with him, and he just looked at me. He was like, "Hey, you know that guy we just passed?" And I was like, "No." And he was just like, "Yep, I hate Mexicans."
Or one time we were watching Pulp Fiction, and he got bored, and he was like, "You know what? Indian people need to go extinct." And he said that in dead silence. We had been silent for about an hour.
He's so racist.
Was there an Indian person on the screen?
No. There was a white woman doing drugs on the screen when he said that.
I couldn't think of an Indian person in Pulp Fiction, but...
Thank you for calling customer service.
Thank you for calling.
How may I help you?
He once came up to me and actually ranted for 15 minutes about how he hates black people, and he's black!
Yeah, he's half black.
Okay, yeah.
Tanaka the wizard.
Tanaka the wizard.
What happens after he heals the maid?
They hang out for a bit, I think. And
they literally just have a party with all of his fucking maids. Because this guy's super pervy, but like he doesn't act it. He just has a bunch of maids, and the perviest thing he's done is like flirt with a girl in a bar.
Wow.
Yeah.
Scandalous.
But then he has like a bunch of female servants that he abuses, I guess, because he just cut that girl's legs
mangy
off.
Dog.
So he then goes and buys a house.
Yeah.
That's a scam. It's a scam house.
Promptly just buys a house.
Yeah.
God, that guy, that's the one time they got character design right, is that they made the realtor look like a fucking Final Fantasy villain.
Turns out the house had a ghost in it, but that wasn't even the real scam. The scam was that the house had 16 people's worth of back taxes, which we mathed out to be incomprehensibly huge taxes.
Yeah. No, per person, it's fucking impossible.
Dude,
there would
he
be
got
no
one
point
four-leaf clover on his first mission.
Yes.
Yeah, okay,
he'll cover it. It's
but
all good.
The amount of money in real life equivalent money would be $1,600,000 for 5 years of back taxes.
And then we did the math further, and it was what, like $50,000 like a year or something like that?
No, for 5 years. It was like it was hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Oh no,
a year
yeah, it was like $100,000 a year
to
own a house.
Taxes to own a house.
It was fucking crazy.
Why don't you just burn the house?
There would be no reason to like own a house. Not to mention the house has a ghost in it.
Nah, I'd be chill with the ghost.
Yeah, the house has a lolly
ghost. Oh, I'll take it. That's worth the taxes.
But she's a murderous lolly ghost, so I guess
she also
even
knows
better,
the
dude.
secret to eternal youth.
Yeah, she knows the secret to eternal youth, and she's also probably a yandere.
This is so worth the taxes. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but I would totally pay that much money to have that.
That was not the expectation that anyone had.
Luckily,
it was just a house that had $100,000 in taxes every year.
I'm not saying he's not stupid.
Luckily, we ran into the biggest the philosophical issue in all of Isekai. Tanaka is literally just like stupidly overpowered, so much so that the strongest wizard in the fucking land, who, by the way, he's literally called the strongest wizard in the land later in the story.
Well,
and then he's like, I beat him really easily. There's nothing stopping me from just killing all the guards that come to collect taxes.
We had this long conversation while he was reading it about how in this situation, the best case scenario for Tanaka is, I just can take over the world.
But no, he's going to go find the secret of eternal youth to cure the princess's disease so he can get the money for it. By the way,
that makes sense.
Deus Ex princess disease. She just happened to have one.
Oh, well, firstly, Deus Ex nobleman.
Deus Ex princess.
Deus Ex nobleman. You can't pay to get into fucking magic school? Fuck that. I'm the fucking man at this school.
Another thing, another absurdly expensive thing, the magic school costs $50,000 a year to be in.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
No, that's far more than the most expensive college in the world.
It's magic.
It's far more expensive than
it's not even magic, it's an alchemy school.
Yeah, it's an alchemy school.
Alchemy school,
no,
worth.
it's a complete magic school.
It is?
Worth.
Yes.
Worth.
It's a complete magic school and they have alchemy. But here's the thing. On top of housing expenses, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
that's $150,000 a year.
Okay, yandere lolly. College.
None of these are cited features.
House.
Everybody's scared of dying to this ghost.
Infinite healing magic. I don't care. I want his life.
I don't care. I
want
his life.
it.
So he at some point...
Isekai me now, Daddy.
So
Come on.
he gets into this, he gets a thing, finds out from some book that's just there that he needs to go kill a red dragon to get a liver to get a thing that'll cure a princess that'll give him a lot of money.
Then he just hangs out with lesbians.
Then he's just like...
Fool.
He realizes... He's like, wait, the reason I was a virgin in my previous life, on top of being a loser, is because I would never try because I was afraid of STDs. But with my healing magic, I can do this.
By the way, you're totally wrong.
Yes, the recording is still going.
I'm just making sure.
Don't worry.
I don't want to lose another
episode.
Although it wouldn't matter if it's fucking Tanaka. Why did we have to lose Roga? Why does Tanaka
That was
get to
such
live,
a good episode.
and then Roga doesn't? It's unfair. I feel like a child who's just lost their parent and they got the worst, like they had twins and then they got the worst twin. And it's like, your brother would have been much better.
That's such a fucked up thing to say. But then Tanaka realizes that he can heal away any STDs he gets, therefore it's not an issue.
Yeah.
And so he tries to go hire a hooker, but then he gets scammed.
Yeah, he gets super scammed.
Along with the female knight from the very first chapter.
Yeah.
I honestly don't understand the scam. Did he have sex or not?
Oh, no, he didn't. So
wait, how the fuck is she a hooker then?
It's a real life thing that happens.
How the fuck is she a hooker then?
She is a hooker, but not to common people. So the idea is you get a hooker that's stupid attractive.
Yeah.
And then you set the price relatively low on her, and you have her go advertise herself. Then when people come in because they can afford her and she's like the best hooker, they you have the hooker like bring them a drink, and then you say, okay, that drink cost you $3,000.
Oh.
It's like you already had the drink, so you have to pay for it, and you just blackmail them until they give you the money.
Cool.
That's stupid.
It's a thing, though.
I don't know. I'm under the conception that like hookers are people that sell their body for money.
Well, she is, but not to just random people.
I'm a drink hooker. I scam people for $3,000 glasses of orange juice.
I imagine she's also a hooker.
Oh, come on. At least give me a mojito.
That they're not trying to scam. So he gets scammed like that, along with the female knight from the beginning.
Yeah, but she's a lesbian, so she has the money.
And then they just bond over how hot girls are. And then that's the end. That is the end of the manga.
Yep.
I think this is the worst manga.
And I was almost 100% certain that they implied...
I've read a lot of manga.
That the lesbian and him had sex, but then... but no, they just stayed up all night talking about sex.
I don't think they even applied that. I think you inferred that.
I don't know. They just had energy, but
you infer something that is implied.
You know? You're right. I don't feel like they implied it, or they meant to imply it.
Is this going to be a short episode?
I feel like it is going to be a short episode.
Yeah, we're like 35 minutes in.
Let's give it talk about.
Let's give it some more. Let's give it some more juice. All right, I'm going to talk about how nothing this manga is.
Yeah.
Because, like I said earlier, it's like porn, but without the redeeming qualities of porn.
Honestly, we're running into that so often. Every fucking porn artist gets into isekai. It's crazy.
Except this one is somehow way worse. It's so much worse.
David,
talk about his mustache and his face. God,
his
hate him.
fucking face.
Yes?
The angle on his face most of the time. I don't know how the fuck he draws chins, but sometimes it's just so bulbous. It's like, what?
Do you want proof that this can get worse? This concept of porn, but not enough porn.
Oh, I know. Because it could be much worse.
I have the proof.
I've seen it worse.
It's called Isekai Cheat Steal De Harem.
That is the most fantastic title of any manga I've ever heard
Steal harem in the same.
When are we doing the episode on that? Oh my god!
It's about a guy who, in his regular life, was a martial arts master.
Of course.
Oh wow!
And he was part of a martial art group that focused on two skills: the
good books
the
and
internal
pussy.
attack,
good books
and the external attack. The internal attack, strikes your energy or some shit, and the external attack strikes your body.
Hey,
but you can
how
only
many
do
key
one.
points he had?
But
hey, how many key points he had? Was he the right level for the way of the quaking palm?
But he was the master of it, and he learned to do both in one strike, making the ultimate attack. But it puts great strain on his body, and then he gets isekai'd.
I can only be in this form for 2 minutes.
A bunch of orcs are gonna kill him, and then he punches them all to death. And then he finds out his cheat skill is the ability that when he kills someone, he takes their abilities, including monsters.
Wow. It's almost like
almost like
some other isekais.
It's almost like the same concept as literally 8 other isekai I've read.
Hey, remember Roga? Remember how his protagonist
kind of did that, but in a cooler way?
Yeah, at least he ate them.
Then the main character goes and buys slaves, and
we talk about how edgy.
And then he just goes and buys slaves.
In the Lost episode, for about an hour or two, we talk about how edgy the fucking Roga manga is, but also it was just kind of cool. The concepts were kind of cool,
and then it was done bad.
Yeah, but it was done bad.
The middle point was good though. It wasn't good, but it was legitimately entertaining.
The other day that was edgier than that and had the same concepts.
Oh god, I remember that. He sent pictures in the Discord. It was fucking edgy as shit. It looked almost exactly like it.
I remember the pictures.
He ends up killing like 2 of the people that he came with too.
I'm almost certain that I've seen that artist before. If we do something on that, I really hope we don't, because I don't want to do another edge case, even though we lost the Lost episode.
When I found it, you specifically said, we cannot do this. We're not doing another super edge.
Yeah.
We have to do the same Roga super edge again one day.
At some point.
One day.
I read that whole thing in like one night. Just because you were angry.
We were on Discord with you.
Roga deserves better.
See, you hated it so much when you went into it. You had the biggest rant, now it's nothing but adoration.
But Roga had like 4 translated hentai, whereas this previous guy only had 1.
Yeah.
Well, that's because Roga was actually a good artist.
Yeah.
And he made Yuri.
He's probably just really into hentai and then got really into isekai. That's usually how it goes.
Remember, that was the only one he'd ever made.
There's money to be made in isekai.
I think he was just paid.
That's why we do this.
Yeah, for all this sick money we get.
This
isn't just a waste of time.
We have made $1.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, Nolan. Oh, I forgot to set up the Patreon. I gotta do that.
Do that.
I
Everyone
totally
give
will.
us money.
Why do we even need
Don't-
a Patreon?
Don't
Can't
give
we
us
just
money.
Can we just have like a bucket or a hat that we leave on the side of the road or something?
Sadly, this is the internet, Logan. That's exactly what Patreon is.
Hey, Chris started Patreon, and now he's gonna make a lot more money because he's actually doing successfully as a streamer still.
Hey,
Yeah,
we're
the
not
person
allowed
we
to
keep
talk
talking
about
shit
Chris's
on.
greed right now.
Oh yeah.
We need to do a 7 deadly sins, each sin on another friend of ours. He's definitely greed.
Definitely. Who is Wrath? Your pride, motherfucker.
Yeah, your pride.
I'm not
your
arguing that.
sloth.
Was good.
God, you fits pride so well.
Who?
You.
Yeah.
Who else would I be talking about? You're the most narcissistic son of
I was
a
just
bitch
waiting for you
that's
to-
ever existed.
I was just waiting for you to say my name.
We had
I'm
this
not gonna say your
conversation
name.
yesterday. We had this exact conversation yesterday, and we came to the exact same conclusion.
Mm-hmm.
Just
I
wait until
wasn't a
you're
debatable
36.
thing.
It
I was
wasn't.
the one case that was like, yeah, yeah.
Hey, what do you? So what? We're reading Goblin Slayer next week, right?
Yeah.
So what? How many chapters is that?
It's
I
fucking
don't know,
20
but
right
I'm
now.
probably not going to finish
Only
it.
20?
Yeah, it's only 20 chapters
Oh,
right now.
then I'll probably finish
I
it.
read like 86 chapters yesterday,
I actually might be going
and then
into
I
it.
ran a whole D&D session.
Oh, well, good job.
Yeah. Honestly, like, we could really just cover what's going to be made into an anime because it's getting an anime. Goblin Slayer is getting an anime. And we have to talk about it next week, but I'm super hyped to talk about it.
I love Goblin Slayer.
Do we have to talk anymore?
I'm really just saying shit to see this timer go up. We're
All
at
right.
41 minutes.
Hey, guys.
All right, wait. Questionnaire.
Hmm.
Questionnaire.
Oh, should we do a questionnaire?
What do you not right now.
What does that mean?
Oh, we'll put something in the description. There'll be bubbles, there'll be tabs, and there'll be everything in this YouTube video. Just make sure to click everywhere.
Bubbles.
You're
tabs.
doing this shit.
I'm not doing it. No, I'm joking.
Because I am the one who handles that, and I'm not doing any of that.
Don't expect anything.
By the way, we can't use annotation bubbles.
What?
Yeah, because they removed those off of YouTube.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
They still
annotations-
exist on old videos.
Annotations got removed from the site.
They
You-
did?
Yeah,
Yeah.
now you can't use them.
Oh,
You
that's
can only use
weird.
the little I button on the top right.
That's good, though.
Pillow Fight Extreme has annotations that live
Click
on.
the little I in the top right at the end of the episode to go to a nice pillow page. You know, it's like it's gonna be cheap. It's gonna be about $30,
You
but
can
it's
put
gonna be
those
the
in the
best
middle
pillow
of
you
the
ever bought.
episode. You can put those in the middle.
I know. I'm just saying at the end, I'm gonna put a nice link to like a really nice pillow. I
Yeah.
personally need a new pillow, so I'm inspired.
Yeah.
I did not sleep right.
Can we talk about how the similarities of marshmallows to pillows?
Can we
How
talk
about
my toe
marshmallows to this
hurts?
artist's
My toe really hurts.
style? We're not gonna talk about your fucking toe, okay?
Come on.
Suck it up, soak it in some hot water.
I'm sorry.
Eat some chicken.
I'm sorry.
Come
You,
on.
the embodiment in our friend group of sloth, has gout. It seems like.
Wait,
I mean, he already has arthritis.
I'm the embodiment of pestilence. That's not a 7 deadly sin, but that's me.
Pestilence.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean one of the 4 horsemen?
Yeah.
Cool. We're just gonna go ahead with a
It
bunch.
has horse in the name, and we have that horse thing that we do on this podcast.
All right. Wait. Okay. Which one of the 4 horsemen are we?
I don't know. They all have to do with weird things.
It doesn't have anything to do with Tanaka the Lizard, I can tell you that much.
They don't. Want to talk about his fucking stupid fat chin? He's got
Pestilence?
a stupid fat chin.
Doesn't he have shovel face? I didn't know he had a chin fat.
Yeah. He has a. He's got like a chin that they draw really bulbous and sort of weirdly rounded.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought he had shovel face.
No, he didn't.
Damn it.
It
Damn
looks
it.
like. I mean, it looks
Damn
like his
it.
face was hit with a shovel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he didn't have the shovel face like
Kirito.
Yeah.
or Desu's smartphone.
I will die.
His hood is on backwards.
What strength? Want to talk about what happened in the D&D session yesterday? That sounds cool.
No, I think that's about time where we cut this.
That's about time that
We call it. Bye.
Uh,
I didn't end it just because you guys said stuff.
fuck you.
Fuck you. You
Piece of fuck.